Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 55th episode of the C&C Podcast. We have some amazing guests, some amazing hosts. Very excited about today. Very excited about everything except what our fearless mayor has to say. So let's leave him for last. A wonderful guest, co-host, BananaMac. How you doing out there, girl?
What's up? Thanks for letting me host again, guys. Appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. Always. I heard if you're hosting, you're going to send us all free floaty sweatshirts. So I'm pumped to receive mine.
Oh, yeah.
I'll talk to my connections.
I love it.
I don't have that kind of dapper.
Yeah, I mean, that's because it's all in rentals. It's all out there. It's all floating in the world.
You know what I do.
That's doing what you do.
Love it.
Cam, how you been, man? It's been a minute. Good to have you back on, buddy. Can you hear us well?
Yeah, I can hear you. I know normally I would have Packdrip, so I'm sorry that I don't have my name the right way.
It's okay. So I'm not technologically advanced, so I can't change it, but I can call you Packdrip from now on if you prefer.
Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I'm not too worked up about it, but I just realized typically when I come in, like last time, I had it set as Packdrip, but I think I took a call with somebody else that wasn't, involved in TopShot. So that's why I changed it to my real name, not my alias.
Oh, alias.
My alias, even though I'm doxed or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made a TV show about you. Anyways, I'm glad to have you back on, man. Love the TopShot shirt. Feel weird not having TopShot on. I just have my work logo. Man, I'm very pumped. Our guest today is a dude who you all should know, but if you haven't, you definitely will after today. That's for darn sure. Reddie, how you doing, buddy? We're so pumped to have you on.
I'm doing good. And let me tell you, first off, thanks for having me. And I really debated if I should just come in with just a hardcore Southern accent for the first 10 minutes of this thing. Just be man, how y'all doing? Everybody doing all right out here? Just throw you. And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes into it, I'm just playing with y'all. I don't but
I would have lost it, Reddy. That would have been epic, bro. That would have been epic.
I know. I just didn't have the guts to do it, I guess. But no, thank you for having me. Awesome to be a part of it, and a big fan of y'all's and everything and that y'all create. So looking forward to chopping it up with y'all.
Glad you're here.
Great you're here, and we're fans of you too, man. That's why we're going to spend a lot of time getting to know you today. I'm very pumped about it. Last and least, in my opinion, in basketball rankings, because you start the opposite way, we have Sir Mayor, Sir Boston Celtics.
Hey, our boy Colton hooked me up with this. Okay. He got, he was sitting courtside talking shit to your boy Luka. And he got this when at that game, what was it, game 2? And sent this to me along with another shirt. It's different here. And this is what's so great about NBA TopShot is I'll probably never have courtside seats to the Celtics, but my friend was there and he sent me this damn T-shirt.
Are you
got Boston, baby?
Collectin and Connectin.
Collectin and Connectin, baby.
That's what that is.
That's right. Yeah, couldn't be more fired up to be here.
Woo! I mean, that was a great intro. I'm not going to lie to you. That was exciting. Made me like Boston for a second.
For a second.
I thought it was great because the speakers had such a hard time playing that sound. To Boston, they were going going and out. So even the speakers didn't want to play it, but they did it.
You can't stop it. You can't stop it, baby. Number 18, greatest sports franchise in the history of the world. Number 18, baby. Cheers.
Cheers.
All I'm going to say is congratulations, Boston Celtics fans.
Yeah,
congratulations,
baby.
Street, Boston based, all you Boston lovers out there. Andy Mack, all the people we've had on, and I told you that Dallas was going to win it.
Uh-oh.
He was talking about your speakers. Now let's talk about his camera. Let's talk about his connection.
Let's talk about the universe loves the Boston Celtics. It will not even allow any smack talking, right? The universe says, no talking. No,
universe said Dallas is out.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, thank you guys for allowing me a little time to celebrate there on the show. But let's just jump in here now. Now, Reddie, I was I guess you were doing some first time I saw you on the Twitterverse. You were killing it with some funky videos that were unlike anything I'd seen before.
Yeah, zero training, pure hobby, and I can't even remember who gave me this nickname or whatever, but it was all about like my videos are so bad that they're good, so it's like another perfectly terrible production, and I just sort of rolled with it. I had fun with it. It's a hobby, man. It's
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
we get you, man.
We're talking
I
about.
can't hear anything. See, it's all this Boston talk. It just messes up my camera. My phone doesn't like it. The state of Texas hates everything going on.
We were talking about, exactly. Reddie's videos. Now, again, see, I thought when I watched him, I was like, yeah, this dude, he's got this whole retro thing going on, but it was just, you were just rolling with it, having fun. Not even thinking about how cool it was to be a little bit off. Right?
If one person thought it was dope, then my day is made all day. Like I'm not even trying to impress it. I do it for myself, and just if people like it, great. Whatever. It's fine. But Treat. Like I first thing I caught from you, I was like, dude, we had some back and forth with about West Memphis, Arkansas, because my in-laws lived out there, and so we had some back and forth, maybe about some tacker shakes or something like that.
The Blue Devils, baby, West Memphis. Hey,
right.
There's some hoopers that come out of West Memphis. There's some ball. I can tell you, if you give me a chance, KingBrett, I'd like to tell one West Memphis story.
I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
So I don't know if you guys know my whole backstory, but my dad was a well-known high school basketball coach in the state of Arkansas. Was part of the McDonald's All-American Selection Committee for years, but he was known for halftime adjustments, right? And he'd big time smoker. You couldn't do this now, but he'd smoke a couple cigarettes to the side of the locker room, right? While we all sat and waited for the halftime adjustments. And we were playing West Memphis. This is my senior year. And so he smokes his cigarettes. He walks over to the team and he says, "Boys, there's not one adjustment we can make." They're that much better than us. They had D1 kids coming off the bench, but we all died laughing because he had never said anything like that. He was like, "It's okay. Just hang in there."
That's too good. That's good. Yeah, man.
Well, I think we lost by 40.
I had a few of those games myself in high school.
It sounds like my fast break some nights.
That's
no adjustments, lose by 40. Like,
Cam, you ever coach a game like that?
No, but we have blown a lead from a coach, so it's something similar where it was so funny and like looking back at it, you're like, what? So we were up like 25, and it was close to the end of the season. This was when I was coaching Iowa Western. It's a Division I junior college, women's basketball, and we're trying to get into the playoffs. Like just the same way there's a tournament in NCAA. Well, in JUCO, NCJAA, there's same thing. So we're trying to get in there, trying to get qualified, and it's based on points and everything else too.
Oh, okay.
So how you beat teams and by the margin and everything. So coach says basically we're up 25 early. And this was the first year that I believe quarters were introduced into women's college basketball. Okay. Because before it was just halves. Yep. And then now it was quarters. So we're like up early in the second quarter, and she kind of just gets bold and just starts putting in the subs. It was close to the end of the season, but she's just like, these girls are like, they're not having a good season. Like, let's just play them. Yeah. Relax. We don't got to kill them. Like, whatever. It was close to the end of the year. Well, we end up like winning by, I believe, like 1 or 2 points, something like that. And then the margin put us in a bad place for seeding. And from there, we made it to the Elite Eight. But yeah, we botched our seeding for the rest of the tournament, and we basically were playing like bottom seeds and underdogs the whole way through because of just our coach was just like,
Just
hey
whatever.
guys, like whatever.
Wow.
Something funny like that. But yeah, that was like the only time she's ever said something like that, and it was so random that I think the players were like, okay, we'll let them win. Or like,
yeah.
And it just turned into this sloppy pickup game. And it was a mess. But
maybe that's what Jason Kidd said. Jason Kidd's like,
wow.
let the Celtics win.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, probably.
Fired.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel, Banana.
Yeah, that was rough.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I got to stop.
It's okay. You definitely should kick my volume off, kick my video off.
And I think all the guests today, we all root for a different team in the East. Reddy roots for the Hawks. You root for the Raptors. Honestly, I grew up a Celtics fan my whole life. I was born and raised in Massachusetts.
Nice.
But I root for players ever since Danny Ainge traded Paul Pierce. He broke my heart. I was like, all right, I'm a player. So that's why I like Giannis and the Bucks. I get labeled a Bucks fan because I was a huge Giannis fan. So I just collect the whole team stuff. So hopefully, I'm high in the leaderboards for Giannis. That was more of my thing. So everyone kind of labels me a Bucks fan. Now my new player, since Giannis kind of reached his peak, and we know what he is, my new up and coming Cam Thomas. Not that I'm like done with Giannis. I'm still a super Giannis fan.
It sounded like you're like, forget
but like my next
play.
up and comer that I really like as like a player is Cam Thomas. Bro. And it's not even just my namesake because there's been like 10 Cams prior to Cam Thomas. There's been
Cam can hoop.
I never liked Campaign. I never liked Cam Johnson. Like I never rallied around him and was like, "Oh, this guy's the future."
Cam Newton.
That's really football, bro. Get out of here.
I was trying to think of a Cam. Cam
Newton. Okay. Your head's stuck
out
on this whole Celtics thing.
But yeah, there's Cam Whitmore. There's Cam Johnson. There's a bunch of Cams in the NBA, but I've never really liked them. I really just like this guy's game, and his name happens to be Cam.
Double
Cam can ball. Cam's a shooter,
ball.
bro. Yeah, he can score, no doubt.
That's great.
Random question.
Oh,
sorry.
No, go ahead, Brett. Sorry.
It's a Celtics day. I'll let the Celtics fans take it.
No.
I was just going to ask each of you what your current favorite player on your prospective team is, and I'll go first. Luka. I'm not going to explain it. His name explains it enough.
That's true.
What about you, Cam? Who's your favorite player on your current team?
On the Celtics, I would say it's Jaylen Brown. Like that's the team I actually root for.
ATL born.
Like I said, I get mislabeled because of Top Shot and the leaderboards, and everyone thinks I'm a fan of this and that. But it's Jaylen Brown.
Same.
I got Jaylen Brown T-shirts, jerseys.
Wow.
I have way more of his moments than I do of Tatum's. So like I've always bought Jaylen Brown. I really like him.
I tell you what, if anyone ever buys me a Jaylen Brown shirt or jersey, I'll wear it and send a picture to you.
Okay.
So Treaticus, you seem like a copier and like a follower. Who is your favorite current player? Is it also the same guy as Cam's favorite player?
Well, it's before Cam loved him, I loved him.
I was there at the draft.
Okay. So maybe I'm wrong. Well,
Treaticus was alive when he was born.
Yeah, he was this. He held him.
When he was at Cal Berkeley, I was following him closely at Cal Berkeley. Jaylen Brown's he's been my favorite NBA player for since he entered the league for sure. Yeah, love him.
What about you, Mac? Who's your favorite current?
We know.
Jaylen Brown, guys.
You're so sorry.
You guys know.
7.
We know.
Grady did, guys.
Oh, I know. Guess what? I saved it just because I knew you were going to be on this. I'm actually about to send you in the wager of Boston winning and Dallas losing. You're about to have a new dick in your inbox. I mean, a new Grady in your inbox.
I'm ready.
Jeez, I wish I could meet. I'm sorry. What you were going to say is very sexual, I can assure you. I feel like I should go back and restart this whole thing. I apologize. Treat's normally the guy that can't get it out of his mouth fast enough.
Oh, shoot.
Today it's me. So let's move on, though. Reddy, save the best for last. Atlanta Hawks, dude. Who's your favorite
terrible
guy? Who are you
I'm
rooting
the
for with the
ultimate
Hawks?
I'm the ultimate Trae Young apologist, period. Like, I mean, I get it. People hate this
Let's
dude.
go.
Our own city hates this dude. It makes me sick. Like it's just like, whatever, dude. I'm just the Trae Young apologist. I love like the cockiness and then can't back it up sometimes. Like, it's just hilarious to me. Like, I love this dude because then he'll just like do some insane stuff. Like, it's just, I love this dude. I do not want to see us blow this thing up. I just want to relive 2021 more. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But no.
Makes sense.
Jalen Johnson is probably my top shot leaderboard dude.
Ooh.
But Trey's my number one, and I would say Jalen's a very close number two from a collecting standpoint. A lot of that Trey stuff has gotten out of my price range, but I've been going hard at Jalen Johnson, who was training with LBJ last offseason, and despite some injuries, dude can ball, man. He puts.
He
really was one of our lucky picks that we made. That's all I can say.
He
obviously
makes it look.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Reddy.
I was just gonna say, like, we're not known for our historically great draft picks or draft day things that we do. Trae Young, Luka, Doncic, whatever. There's.
I was about to say your favorite players got traded for each other.
I know.
So and you know what?
All day.
I'm telling you right now, like, I was at the game when Luka hung, what was it, 73, 4, 5, whatever the hell it was. It was amazing. Like when he scored that last bucket, I had it on my cell, and I was just like the whole crowd was just like they even cheered. Like, he flipped our crowd. Like, they were like, dang. Like, it was just like, yeah. And I mean, I remember looking, I was at the game, and I didn't even realize dude had like 40-something points at halftime. And I remember just looking up, me like, I was telling my daughter, my youngest daughter, who I take to all the games with me, and I go, dude, do you see that Luka has like 40-something? Like, what were we doing? Like, you just like, you don't realize it while it's happening in arena. It's so much different on TV than being in the arena. And then you see that, and then like as it just kept going, like the crowd just like, even like we were like, hell, let's just witness history. Screw it. I don't even care anymore. Like, where are we going? Like, let's just see this dude go off, and he did, and so whatever. But I don't even remember what I was going with all this. But yeah, Trae Young, Jalen Johnson, let's go, keep going.
Let's go. I love it.
I want to give a quick shout out. Reddy Miller sent me a moment. I don't know. You gifted me a moment yesterday. Shout out to you. It was Chris Livingston, and I needed him to keep my Bucks set complete for next season.
Who?
Nice.
Oh, it was a rookie debut or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was a rookie debut. I haven't bought it in the marketplace or found it in the pack, so shout out to you. So I can keep getting my Giannis or potential Giannis airdrops.
It's all good. I somehow managed. In fact, when I saw that I was 10 for 10 on the quick rip paps, I was like, "Oh, dang, that's probably not great." I expected like 4 packs, or something like that, or 6, and like I'm sitting here like 10 of 10. Dadgum, I didn't. Okay, let's rip 5 of them. So I ripped 5, and then I start thinking of like, I'm not a big set guy or any of this other stuff. So if I see a dude on a team that someone that I've seen on whatever X or whatever, just listen to y'all's pod, whoever, like if I see a team and it's in my head, I just shoot it to them because I'm like, whatever. If it makes that person like happy for even like 3 seconds of that day, it's worth it to me. Like, so nice. I saw the Bucks or whatever, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be on a podcast with this dude. Let me just shoot one over to him. But I didn't realize that you were from Boston.
What do you collect, Reddy? You don't collect the sets. What's kind of your go-to? What are you collecting?
Yeah, so just a real quick background. I was a card collector.
Okay.
Ooh.
I found Top Shot through a card collecting forum where someone was like, "What in the heck is this all about? This Giannis is worth 34 grand or something." I was like, "What?" And I started looking. I was like, "Oh, bro, you could just right click that. Now I own it for free, you know, or whatever." I was one of those people, and then I started like thinking. I was like, "Man, my kids hit me up for like Roblox or all this money, like all this digital money stuff." I'm starting to think like this kind of makes sense. So I started looking into it just a tad more. All happened so fast on the same day, and I was looking. I was like, "Dang, this actually makes sense." So let me see what kind of Hawks I saw. Like Vince Carter. So I bought. I can't remember if Vince Carter was one of my. It was definitely one of my first couple moments I bought, and
Nice.
yeah. So I don't know. I bought Vince and I don't know, some other random moments or whatever. But after that, I started to get hooked because the pack ripping person inside of me who was ripping cards was like, man, this is probably where the future should go. And I'm seeing the NBA Players Association has its back. So I was in at that point. And but as far as like collecting, so I always been like more of a player collector. But then as time rolled on, I got involved with vinyls or whatever that he created a Top Shot disc, right? So back in like series 2, and it was like I just saw something on Discord and they were like, if you're a fan of a certain team, let us know because we're trying something out where we're gonna have fans of every team kind of help select moments, right? So I'm like, I'm a fan of the Hawks. I've been, a fan since I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, whatever. Like I grew up going to the games. And it was like, before I could even get out the rest of the sentence, he's like, you're a Hawks guy. I was like, oh, cool. Nobody actually
There's only
likes
one of you.
Yeah, exactly. So I, whatever. I jumped in that and I started to get hooked on that. So then I was like, well, damn, if I'm the Hawks guy, then I should probably have some more Hawks moments. So I just switched my whole collection focus to my hometown team. And I was like, yeah, you know what though? That makes me the happiest. Like collecting my hometown dudes, like makes me like the happiest. And I heard y'all giving all JB, Jalen, all that love and everything. I'm just like, dude, it's Atlanta made. I love Jaylen Brown. Like I love this dude, and I was disgusted that we couldn't figure out a way to get him in Atlanta, but and Boston paid him, and rightfully so. They should have, and he's way better off there probably than he is with us. But whatever. But yeah, I support all these the local guys definitely. So I'm more of a player first collector than I am probably a team, sets. The only sets I even have really at this point are just for whatever they're affordable and whatever. You start just wanting to collect it. You rip a bunch of packs. You're already 3/4 of the way there. You might as well just finish it. Yeah. So this year, I probably made like eight sets in this past season, like more than anything. So, I might dig into it down the road, but right now I'm all about the individual, like certain players and that kind. But hometown trumps everything for me, and I'm hoping that Top Shot kind of rewards those that collect their favorite team, if you will, like on leaderboard, like whatever it might be.
Yeah, no
leaderboards need the love again.
Better than squad goals.
Oh god.
Yeah, squad goals is not where it's at.
Yeah,
I already blocked that out of my
$4
mind.
airdrops for locking $10,000 worth of cards. It's kind of crazy.
Bro,
It's got to be something a little extra. It's got to be something else. Not even just necessarily like I don't know. I can't even explain it, but
I don't know what it should be,
goals,
but it can't be that, right?
Yeah, I like what they're doing with Level Up. Level Up seems really cool with the WNBA. It's a new thing. Yeah. There's only one that just dropped. The next one is coming is Ty Harris on the Connecticut Sun. That's my favorite team for the W and my local team. I've been to more Sun games than I have Celtics games in my life. I've probably been to
what's up.
Wow.
10 Celtics games. I've probably been to 20-25 Sun games.
So what's Level Up? I haven't paid any attention.
So Level Up is a new rare set, and you could only earn it through playing Fast Break and that's the only way. And then you rip the packs, and hopefully you get a level up rare in your packs. Yeah. And that's the way they're distributing these new moments. So I think it's pretty cool.
That's an interesting. So they'll probably roll that out next NBA season.
Yeah, so it's not just getting lucky in a pack queue or entering a reservation. You actually have to buy the moments. You have to keep them in your collection. You have to use them every night. You have to use them properly on specific nights and put together, 6 wins out of the 9 nights to even get access to this. So it is really cool. Like they're adding stuff that is more geared towards basketball fans and actually paying attention and being engaged, having an engaged collection. I don't know. I think that's like the best way. And right now, through activity and just staying, plugged in daily on the page will get you rewarded.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Funny because I made a whole tweet about that a few months ago, that we needed a reward system specifically for Fast Break.
Yeah. And
give people a reason to buy rares and buy legendaries and hold them.
Right.
Or
and
rent
give us
them.
a reason, because now a Ty Harris moment that's coming out. I don't know if you guys know, but she's the starting point guard on the Sun. And like, if it's a rare TSD of this player and it's out of 299, it's going to be sought after.
Right.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's going to be used a lot. And in fact, it's a rare. You could use her twice in a fast break run. That's super dope. And I think there's a few more other rare Top Shot debuts coming out soon. I don't know if KingBrett or any of you other guys seen it in the Collectin and Connectin group chat, but there's a few.
I saw it.
Alyssa Peely might be one of them. But then there's
I keep waiting for a Dallas Wings player to be on there.
Can't believe I'm forgetting. Which one?
I said I'm still waiting for the Dallas Wings players to get up on there.
Oh, Sevgio Ozune, yeah, the starting point guard for the Dallas Wings. The fact that she's not in there is crazy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
She's on my fantasy team.
I've been to like a whopping 2 Wings games, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, the other one was Natasha Mack. That's the other.
That is. Yeah, that's BananaMac's cousin, by the way.
BananaMac's cousin, Natasha, her big sister.
Let's go back though. So BananaMac, you tweeted something and Top Shot put it in place. So
I don't know if they had it in play before me, but I did make a thread and DM them about my idea for Fast.
I think you get credit for this. You're leveling Top Shot up is what you're doing.
The giveaways, the burn leaderboards. I love it.
I know.
They're pretty insane right now. There's some work going in.
So
can I make a statement real quick?
No, you can't.
Do you remember when Janie was the GM? Let's make BananaMac the GM. When Janie was GM, everyone was like, if they were critical, whatever, they were like, oh, blah, blah. And they were like, oh, you're just mean to her because she's a girl. You came up organically, and everyone is rallying around you. That shows that it wasn't just because Janie was a girl and we didn't like her leadership. Like, if you bring something real, the community will respect it no matter what you are.
I'm following BananaMac.
And there isn't one person not rooting for BananaMac right now.
Honestly. I listen to what you guys want. So when we do burns, I listen to what people want. People want Series 1 done. That's what we're doing in rares, and I try to get prize in play. This community's
Mayor, I pronounce you general manager.
Blessing you, the mayor.
Thank you.
Hey, I second it, so that means you're in. See, done. This group, we've officially decided. Random question. Were any of y'all around when, like, it was hard to get in a queue, you forgot when drops were? Did any of y'all remember I forget who did it. There was like a number that you could input your cell phone into some website and it would text you right before the drop started. Y'all remember that at all?
Yeah.
I remember queues. I don't remember that.
You can, put your email in.
Yeah, you're 21 in the prime of your life. You don't remember that. I'm old. I got gray hair. Oh, Siri can definitely help you, folks.
Big time.
Do y'all have that up there in Canada? It's called Siri.
We do. We just got it last week, but it's working.
I figured the whole crossing the border thing.
Yeah, my case was still there.
It still is. I got an update. It's soon. It should be there.
I'm just waiting, patiently.
Jeez, kind of like Reddie's just being over here, nice, doesn't want to overtalk anyone. Just being a good old Hawks fan over here. Dude, Reddie, what's your favorite Hawks moment that you have? Let's make a hard question for you.
Oh man, it's like picking one of my favorite kids. I have no idea.
You pick the one that you're next to all the time.
It's definitely my youngest, but don't tell nobody. All right, so anyway, no, I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, so what I touched on it like a little earlier, like when I was part of that Top Shot This deal, like, so the playoffs, that Eastern Conference final run that seems like a decade ago that we made against Milwaukee. We were in a Top Shot, like this, like private Discord thing, all like done through Top Shot. And like, so I was like, selecting like moments that I think from these playoffs would be great moments, to become moments or whatever. So we're like you had to pick 5 every game. And so whatever, but every single thing I ever picked, and this carried on through season series 3, up until about the playoffs. And it was a full-time job, like for real. Like I think we were paid in packs. Like we may have gotten one rare pack and like, I don't know, a couple commons, but
man, I've never heard of this. It's amazing.
No, this was like really like early February 2021, something like that. And like, anyway, so right. So I was excited about I got a soft spot for a lot of those moments, especially because like I went back and checked like every single one that I at least nominated on those nights eventually made it into a Hawks moment for the playoffs or for the following season, in series 3 or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, so back to the Hawks. I don't know, man. The Trey video games number.
That's pretty sick.
He cooks Wemby so good in that, and like I remember thinking like this is how I can get a Wemby at a more affordable price. I'm just gonna buy the Trey video game. And so I got Wemby in the moment as a rookie, whatever. But seriously,
whatever.
There's like 4 or 5 like clips, like Wemby's in it, and it's it's a reel or whatever. So
nice.
Trey's just putting on a show, and that was great before he got hurt and everything went to crap. But
I
so
love
whatever.
That,
yeah. So I really liked the Trey from this past season, but historically, it's so hard to beat the either the Ant Rising Stars dunk or the which I have previously owned a couple and since moved on from it. But the Western Conference Finals, low key, that AD challenge reward where he yells Kobe on the game winner. Like there's only like 238 is pretty affordable, and like I chose. I mean, look, we're all got a little investor part of us, and so I had that option. I was like, do I buy that AD that I've always had my eye on, or do I get Caitlin Clark? And I sided with Caitlin on that one.
Oh, good call.
So I went in, I got a Caitlin, whatever, and that I feel good about that. But one day I'd like to have that AD moment where he yells Kobe on the game winner in the Western Conference Finals. I think it's to like 258 or something like that. It's a pretty dope moment, like and I'm no Laker like fan or anything like that, but respect for that moment. It was kind of dope. But
there's an Atlanta Hawks moment for Kobe too. I got the Trae Young moment where he puts up 24. I think.
No doubt. Yes, he does.
Anniversary of his death. I definitely have.
Yes. Yeah. Kellen Kinney, man, he sent me about 4 of those, and he sent and anytime he can get his hands on one that has a 24, an 8, or an 11 in it, and the serial number.
Nice.
Yeah, he always shoots it my way. So shout out to Kellen for that, man. He's a good dude for the community also.
That's sick. I want to touch on something you said. I didn't know it was an option to get paid through packs. Like, do I just tell my company, hey, take 20% of my yearly salary and just pay it to me in Top Shot packs? Like, how does that work? Because I'd like to sign up, please. Hello.
Good luck. Like they had us at PAX back then, bro. It was like, they're like, look, and we'll probably send you some packs. Like, fine, that sounds good.
Dude,
like, send us
whatever.
anything. This is February. Yeah, 2021. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, like we're like, yes, that sounds great. I'm in. I'll spend 8 hours every day trying to find the best Hawks moments from the games or whatever. But no, and they stopped. But like, it stinks because like I honestly think like that's something that I think a lot of this community would do for free, like no problem. Like, and now that we lost Austin, he moved on, and respect to him, he was always just dope to interact with. He knows basketball and everything. I hate to see him leave and everything. I get it, but yeah, it would. I think that would be something for Top Shot to consider. It would just be like. Just like let your diehard fans of your specific teams, and I know obviously there's a million. I mean, like, look, Atlanta, I don't have a whole lot of competition. It just is what it is. I mean, I'm just trying to think, but New Orleans, Atlanta, they're just Charlotte. No disrespect to the Hive, but like I'm just saying, like you could find like people like want to do this, like they would love to, like, and as collectors, I want the best moments. Like there was a couple moments like after it happened, I'm like, really? You're already burning the tray on that pass? Like it's November, bro. Like we got a whole season. Like don't just like let's wait and see. Like you should know. Like a real fan of the team knows when that's something we need to mint. That kind of thing. So yeah. So I would be I think that would be pretty chill of Top Shot to kind of open it back up to the community to find these diehard fans of these teams and see what kind of. Even if it's just almost a poll, almost just like, but I don't know. Maybe they got someone that's coming in. I don't know what they have planned for the upcoming moments. I just know that losing Kent was tough, and I thought he did a good job. I have no beef at all with all personally. Because the only moments that, like, honestly, I watch from beginning to end are going to be Hawks moments. I mean, obviously, the big moments like, playoffs and things like that, I'm going to see. But, they're like some of these packs that I was just ripping the other day, I was like, I didn't even watch it. Like, I've already traded it in for a trade. Didn't even watch the moment. Like, I'm kind of like, I was like, bro, you should at least like respect it enough to like watch the moment, but we all got things to do, whatever.
I saw a confession BananaMac made about not watching moments.
I did. I accidentally shook Jake the Shake to his core when I let him know that I've never seen Gary Trent Jr.'s debut. And I've sent him so many, and he talks about it every Friday, and I was like, buddy, I've never seen that.
You've never watched it?
I don't watch half my moments, if I'm honest with you. Maybe like 3/4. It's
not to hijack Banana, but okay. So one thing I told Jake was I was like, little known fact about me: if you pause it at the right spot of JTJ's second series, what was it? Series 3 moment. It was in Atlanta, whatever it was. It was like almost like a damn. 3/4 of the court shot, I don't know, half court shot, whatever it was. You pause it just right, you can see the outline of me and my daughter in the background behind the hoop on that shot, and I let them know that. I let them know. Has anybody else been in a moment or close to being in a moment? That's you got to pause it at the right spot just to get my outline and my daughter's outline. But I was wondering that if
I was
anybody
close
else.
to being in that when KD when he broke that record. I guess it's 10,000th point. I can't remember, but he was in Memphis, and I was at that game. And I was close. I was close to being in that one, but
just on the outside. That's tough.
Yeah.
I've been at 3 games actually, and I DM'd Austin every time I was at a game. And I'm like, hey, man, stand on this side of the court. I said, if you make a moment, try to get me in there.
Right.
Top merch. That's how you'll get in the moments.
Right.
Rock your gear, they're more inclined. Life hack. I mean, I'm not in one, but I'm going to tell you guys.
Life hack? How is it a life hack when you're not in one?
I don't know.
It's a possible life hack.
I got one team to go see, and they're expensive, so I just don't go very often.
I don't know. Pretty soon, you'll be sponsored by someone, and they'll just give you free tickets.
You'll have
There's
the
the
W in
goal.
2 years.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Is that happening?
2 years. That's
in
right.
Toronto, so
Yes.
that's gonna be dope. I don't know their name yet, but it's gonna be
No, it's all like up in the air. I hope it's
gonna be
something
the
cool.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Probably people are like, I want to be the Toronto Towers, and I was like, that is terrible.
That
Toronto.
sounds dumb.
No,
maybe the
How
Huskies.
about
The Huskies,
Toronto?
I think, were the original NBA team that was
Yeah.
in
I like
Toronto, and I think they played
like
the first
it.
ever NBA game against the Knicks.
Who
Toronto
are
Huskies
you?
did.
Look at that.
Where did you come
Wow, that's
from? How do you have
awesome.
this much WNBA knowledge? Like, what's
He knows
going on? Do you have
everything.
like a secret? Like, Reddie, are you into WNBA? Do you watch? Do you collect? Do you have any?
I have a lot of Atlanta. I have all the Atlanta Dream moments because I'm whatever, support the
Yeah,
local
diehard
team.
Atlanta. Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna go see Caitlin in August. But yeah, outside of owning that Caitlin Clark and a Dream, that's it for me. I like. It's not that I'm not interested or anything. Like I totally like. I'm like what is it? Haley Van Lith or whatever. I like that. Like, and I love the drama of the WNBA that's coming up a little bit. Like I like it. You need that. You need that soap opera quality to engage a little bit. It's like with sports. Like we like the soap opera part of it. So same thing. Like I'm definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to collecting more, but yeah, right now I just send them to. I bought packs, but if it's not a Dream or one of the rookies, I send it on to my my oldest daughter's account.
Nice.
Oh,
Just
super cool.
what it,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
But who
I love how-
is? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I love how you started talking about it, and instantly Mac and Cam started smiling because they knew exactly what you were talking about—the drama.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what drama is going on in the WNBA? I know you're pretty busy in the mayor's office.
I've got plenty of drama here in the city. I don't need extra drama in my life right now.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, were you guys like fans before the Caitlyn era? I know you, Cam, were into it, but like you guys.
Who's Caitlyn? I don't even know.
Yeah, who's that? I've never heard her name before.
I just love basketball. So I mean, if they were on, I'd watch. If WNBA games on, I'd watch. But I don't know that necessarily makes me a fan.
What a politically correct answer! Like that's so much BS. That's so much BS. It is no. I do not accept that answer. That is dumb.
Future voters are watching this. Okay.
Okay, in that case,
I hope not. I hope future voters aren't. I'll be a one-term mayor if they're watching.
No, I've said all the bad stuff. I just read what you texted me. You haven't said anything bad. So to answer your question, I was never really a WNBA fan. I was kind of the person that's like, it's slower basketball. It's not as cool. And then via Top Shot and Jen, shout out to Jen, I won some AU tickets last year. And I went and watched AU, and I got to meet some of the girls and got a photo shoot with them and got to be on the court. And I took a good buddy, and we were literally on the floor. We were like first floor tickets I've ever had in my life to the
That's
WNBA. Awesome. And I was
Yeah.
surprisingly surprised, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, they're better free throw shooters than the NBA. Like Dallas couldn't even make a free throw shot in the finals to save our lives. We should have had Caitlin Clark on there. Like
they run plays, like it's great. Yeah. No, I agree.
Like I agree. Not, they beat each other up and it's fun.
Do they? Yes.
AU's fun too because it's really fast paced. It's like a pickup game, but yeah, it's a pro-am league. So it's the best of the best players going there, playing random teams, and they don't really have a coach or practice the way they do in the W. So yeah, it's like pickup, and they're playing their hearts out. Like I love it. AU's cool. I haven't been to a game, but I watch it on stream.
I have a framed picture of me and Lexi from that game.
Okay.
You know, I like blondes. You know, I married a blonde.
Oh, you're talking about Lexi Hull. I was thinking about Lexi Brown when you said Lexi.
Oh, well,
there's two Lexis.
Everything I have to say to that isn't proper for this podcast. So, but yeah, the Lexi Hull is who I'm talking about. Yes. But yeah, dude. And since then, like I've been collecting the wings moments. I'm in the chat every now and then. Like I used to get it on and watch the WNBA. What do we call those?
You used to get it on and watch the WNBA. Is that what you
said?
Yeah.
So first of all, Cam, thank you for being an adult. Yes, playback. Everyone else, if you want some good, like, you know, mood-setting TV, put on the WNBA. Your girl gets riled up, seeing the ball go in the hole. It sets the tone. It sets the tone for the whole night. It's fantastic.
I'm not getting reelected. Thanks, King.
Oh, I have 75 voter certificates, and I voted all 75 for you. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I won by 171 votes, so thank you. Thank you for that.
All right,
you're welcome.
So, trivia real quick. Cam can't answer. How many WNBA teams are in the league right now?
Oh, my God.
Cam can't answer.
Oh.
He left.
I was about to leave.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
12.
10.
I don't know. 12.
12.
Treat knocked it out. He's Googling it. Yeah, I got you. I'm
He
just
took
kidding.
back his answer and he added 2. That's
I
all he
answered
did.
9 or like.
I was.
Y'all are crazy.
I would have swore there was at least 20. Like I didn't know. Like I really didn't know. Like I didn't know, but like, I know now. And like and I don't know if it's the Caitlin Clark effect or whatever, but you know, I mean, I coach my youngest daughter is the only like the kid of mine that just loves sports. Like my other kids were good at it. They did all this stuff, but she loves it. So she goes with me to the Braves game. She goes with me to the Hawks games every time. So that's awesome that that 1 for 3 on the sports front that I can share some of that with. Not that the others don't, you know, they follow sports, but they're just like they're on different levels than I could ever even like. I'm not, but
Now
so
we
I
all know who your favorite is.
Right. So I was right, exactly. So, but I was blown away by like the just by the fact that there was only 12 days. Like, man, this league is going places, man. It's going to grow. It'll be fine. Like, and so I started thinking, I was like it seems like now's the time to start. Like, I mean, like, who was it? Plum or whatever. Like, that was the first like in WNBA Top Shot moment that I actually went and sought after because she seemed like a difference maker. And there's so many others like the names. So yeah, I mainly only know the rookies from this past college basketball season. But yeah, I mean, outside of the dream, but like that's I think it's going and it's definitely going up. And I heard some interesting stats driving in this morning on the NBA Sirius channel or whatever. Like, what was it like? Like the amount, like the viewership in total, like in non-Caitlin Clark games, is still up like 300% or something like that. So you can see, like, it's not just about Caitlin. It's like the whole, like everybody's kind of catching on. But like, okay, like they're like they can ball, they're passionate, and you know, and it's like kind of almost like just basketball, just in pure form. Is like right, there's things like, so I respect that. I love it. So I'm definitely considering starting to jump into the WNBA fast breaks for sure.
But also the WNBA is just, it's so competitive, like you said, with 12 teams in the league. You're not ducking no smoke. Like you can't. You know the way MP will face Jokic 2 times a year, and he won't go and face. You know, he won't go and face Jokic. Like, he won't go play at the Nuggets arena. It's been 5 years. You can't do that in the W. You play the same teams all season long. Like, you will see the same opponent 6 times a year. So there's no way you could duck them. There's no fake injury. There's no rest night. There's nothing. You're going to face Asia Wilson, and you're going to face her 6 times or more. Like, That just is what it is, and it's the best of the best. It's almost like when you think back
you
to
just nailed it. Yeah.
Like when the Celtics, you know how they say the Celtics titles, they only won when there were 12 teams in the league. Yep. Okay, well that's when there was the best of the best, and it eventually the talent raises, then they dilute. The talent raises, then they expand and dilute. It's the same thing, and that's going to happen with the WNBA. The talent on every single team is out the wazoo. Now they're going to expand a little bit. NBA, same thing. There's a lot of great teams, but there's still some nights where it's like Wizards versus Grizzlies, and you're watching Thomas Bryant versus Santi Aldama, but in the WNBA, you don't have those.
Who are
nights.
Those people?
But I'm saying that doesn't exist in the W because everyone is elite that's there.
Yeah,
it's the greatest competition, and it's also kind of cool because if you're still trying to learn some things about basketball, or you're still trying to stay active or whatever, you could perform any move that a WNBA player does necessarily. Like you could learn and refine a skill. There's some stuff where with the NBA, there's no teaching what Derrick Jones Jr. does. But I could figure out how, Kalea Copper does an in and out cross or whatever else and like kind of perfect it. I don't know. I can't explain it, but
quick question though. Are you at home perfecting WNBA moves? Is that what we all heard?
If you want to work on something, you could. They actually really are.
I have a lot to work at. I'm not going to be working on my WNBA moves.
I got WNBA moves. It's basketball moves.
It's ball.
It'll translate to pickup. If you're trying to,
Look, I need more moments in my account. That's all I care about. More moments, more Dallas Wings, more Mavs.
I got all the moves I need. Throw me the ball. I'm gonna jack it up. Boom.
Somebody's throwing something in the background.
Shooter,
Mr. Treat. Shooter. Why? Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Speaking of expanding everything, we got draft coming up.
Yeah.
You guys ready to see your rookies for next year? Expand your moments.
Bro, so let's talk about this because I've been trying to segue for 30 minutes of this and I haven't been able to. So thank you, Mac. Why does it feel so not as exciting as last year? Because I'm going to tell you, I didn't care about Wemby. Who cares? He's tall. He's skinny.
You're just mad he's going to different Texas teams.
He's a freak, bro. I've seen him in person.
Don't bring that up. But who's the freak this year? Why is there no one's even talking about the draft? I feel like it's not like basketball just stopped when he graduated college. There's still players, right? There's still someone you want on your team. Who are the Hawks gonna get? You have 75 first-round picks, right?
Jesus, of course the Hawks would win this 3%, 1 in a million shot in the year that we're dude, who the heck are we taking?
You're
first thing you do, I'm listening to this thing I'm I gotta go to Home Depot. I can't sit here for another 30 minutes. I run to Home Depot, get some yard stuff. I'm in Home Depot and my bro just like that, the Hawks got the number 1 pick. I go, get the what? I was like, I just left my car. And I was like, we had a 3% chance. And then I'm like, oh, dang, we got the number 1 pick. So surely we're taking the kid from UConn or whatever. Then you start hearing about these French players. I don't know anything about these French players. So I start looking at it and I'm like, okay, well, I was like, all I know is that at the end of the day, man, this just seems like a draft that we're just going to all look back and it's either going to be I don't know. I mean, you really don't know who's going to be the standout or if this is just I don't know. What was that draft that was so historically bad? Was it? I can't even remember now off the top of my head. It was one draft that was.
I know the draft you're talking about, and the draft was 2013, but in the same breath, it had Giannis and Rudy Gobert in it.
Yep.
And Rudy Gobert as the most defensive player of the years of all time.
Yeah, and Giannis is Giannis.
An MVP, literally a former MVP,
champion,
NBA champion, Finals MVP. So there's always talent.
A lot of big words.
It could come at the 13th pick, the 15th pick, the 27th pick, where Rudy Gobert was.
Exactly. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, we got number 1. We surely can't screw this up. And there's basically 3 guys, right?
Yes,
so yeah, right. Well, we might, but we'll see. But so you got Alex Sarr, and you got Zachary Risache and Donovan Clingan, right? So here's my thing with the Hawks. So with the Hawks at number 1, like you cannot. There's only one of these 3 guys that you cannot take at number 1, and that's Donovan Clingan, because dude is not even projected. Like the lowest is like the Spurs, and they're probably just throwing smoke out there. Like they probably ain't taking him at 4. Like so then you're like Trailblazers 7. That's where Klingan's gonna end up or whatever. And
bro, you better knock on some wood, bro. That's all I'm saying right now.
I know. All right. So I look at Alex Sarr and I'm like, he's 19. Like, what is this kid gonna possibly? He's 7'1". Like, I'm sure he can fumble his way into a number of block shots, but he's 19. Like, there's 19-year-olds don't come in here and well, Wemby's a free, like this ain't this ain't Wemby like by any stretch.
Dude, well, so.
Alex Sarr wasn't even starting on his team in the NBL, in the Australian League, and he was getting less than 20 minutes a game. You know, he averages less than 10 points. I mean, like at times he looks like Christian Wood. I feel
the Wizards will probably.
I wouldn't draft Christian Wood first.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Let me ask y'all this, because we're almost around. I can't even believe an hour has gone by, and we've been. I feel like we're just starting to talk.
I know, right?
Instead of, because the draft's coming up, right? Mac's right. We haven't really touched on it much. So I want to know one thing from each of you. Not who you want in the draft, but thinking about your team, right? The Hawks, the Celtics, apparently the Celtics can, but really Milwaukee or whatever. And Mac, Toronto, me, Dallas. What is the hole that needs to be filled, Treat, don't say anything, in your team? Like, what are you missing? What's the one piece that you think? Do you need a big guy down low? Do you need an outside perimeter shooter? Like, what's your team need? What's the one position that your team needs to have their best year ever next year? And let's start with Matt, because she's taking a big swig of water. Makes it awkward.
That was a good call.
You're welcome.
You're lucky I didn't choke there.
No comment.
We just signed Scotty Barnes to a huge extension. Yep. So honestly, just pieces to build around him is what we need.
Ooh,
I haven't kept up as much as I should have with this draft class, but I did read Cam's mock draft today.
Oh, what up, Cam? Oh. Shout out.
It was solid. You educated me. I saw who you gave for the Raptors pick, so I guess we'll see what happens. But I don't really have a specific thing. Work around Scotty and work around my boy Grady, and we're good.
Okay. So wrapping around Scotty and a wrap around for Grady. I like it.
Yeah.
Jared McCain is the ultimate hustle guy. I mean, you're getting somebody that's kind of in the likes of like a Josh Hart mixed with like I don't even know. He's just mainly like a hustle guy. I mean, I gave some different ones. I said like Bryn Forbes, Gary Trent Jr., and you already have a Gary Trent Jr. there, but this guy's kind of younger on a lesser contract. You can move off Gary Trent Jr., get a different asset for him.
Hey, time out, Cam. Cam, you're getting way excited here, and your team is not the Toronto Raptors. Okay?
No, but I like McCain. I really do. If you watched him last year at Duke, he's kind of like a new age guy. You know, he's got the fingernails painted and everything else. He's a little different, but I think he'll work. You know, like that's Toronto's vibe anyway. Toronto's like a cool up and coming city. They'll like him.
We just got to give Jake a heads up if they're going to ship Gary Trent Jr. off. Because I think we're all going to need to fly. You guys got to fly here and console them. It's going to be bad.
We can't. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole we're not going down, because that's a whole nother path. Cam, in 5 sentences or less, who does your team need? Who is the hole that need to be filled?
All right. So with the Bucks, it goes actually really. There's a lot of players. I'd say almost every position besides Giannis. But I'm going to say the shooting.
The whole team. Okay.
It's looking rough out there. Middleton's aging. We don't really have a shooting guard. Connaughton's aging. Brook Lopez aging. But I'm going to say just a wing that can play defense and shoot threes. So I'm saying Kayshawn George.
Oh, okay. I like it. And you did great. It wasn't quite 5 sentences, but you kept it under 20, and I'm very proud of you.
It was about 18 and a half.
Easy Mac. Get it? Like Easy Mac. It's an actual food that you eat. Yeah. Ready. Ready? What's the hole that needs to be filled from the Hawks?
Oh my God. All right. So Capella just clogs the middle. And I really feel like you cannot leave this draft without Sar or Klingen. And if you get Klingen, you sure as heck better not draft him number 1 overall. Like, I just cannot stress this enough. Like, you cannot draft that dude number 1 overall because nobody is coming for him. All right. Until it gets to like 7. So if you want to, you got to draft Sar. Even if you trade him, like whatever, get the assets and then draft Klingen later. I'm fine with it. Klingen's a little bit more NBA ready, I feel, but doesn't mean anything. Like I don't know, but like I guess where I'm landing is that I need to see. I don't even know, man. I like this sums up the draft. Like Sar is the unknown a little bit, but again, there's like, okay, so and the other talk in Atlanta is everybody's like, just blow this thing up, blow it up, whatever. Like, and that's fine. Right, like we could blow it up in after Christmas. Like let's at least run it back first and see.
I like it. See what's up. That makes sense.
Like there's not gonna let's not blow it up. So if I need to see Sar. No disrespect to Zachary Risache.
Okay.
He obviously fits a big part that we need, which is defense. Like we play no defense in Atlanta at all. So it'd be nice to have some defense. But at the end of the day, if we drafted him number 1 overall, then what does that mean? Okay, great. Now we got to keep Capella and we got to keep Okongwu. Capella, people were trying to offer for Capella. They wanted Capella to be their backup. Bro's starting for us. Like that says everything.
That's how we should end this whole entire thing.
Right. Like
people want him as a backup, but he's our starter.
Right. So just give me Sar. Yeah, give me Sar or let's get some draft capital and take Klingen. Next.
I like it. Good take. Obviously, Treaticus has no problems, and they're going to run it back next year. In his concern, in his deluded mind, they're going to run it back. So,
KingBrett. So, what about the last pick of the draft? Is the Mavericks this year in the 2nd round? What do you want with the last pick in the NBA draft,
bro? You know what the Mavs are going to do? The worst thing physically possible. I don't know what that is. But we're going to find it, and then we're going to do it. It's, man, I just said, like, we have a good core, depending on how everything's. Wow, jeez. Actually, we were the 2nd to last losers. So if you want to start talking about it, we can go around in a square.
Well, 2nd place to 1st loser.
Easy, Mac.
I'm just stating fact. I can't help it.
There it is.
Okay. Well, fact is this. The Mavericks were, the underdogs the whole time. And we were, one of the top 2 teams of a 30-team league. So I'm not sad.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
I think we have some really good young guys. We have some really good veteran core, and everything in between is all a mix and jamble. Like
you'll be going back.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. Before I die, mark my words. If I die and the Mavs don't win an NBA championship again, I will send you all a moment from my grave. So,
let's go.
No. You're getting a Grady Dick. You're getting what you want.
I want another legendary though. Can I up the price tag?
Luka Top Shot debut.
Oh yes, yeah. I'll take all of it. Ladies, men, this has been a great episode. Other than the music, which was terribly chosen today, everything else has been awesome. You've been awesome. Reddie, we're so pumped that you are on.
Anytime.
Dude, Cam, you're always a delight. Your knowledge and capacity for basketball astounds me every time. And I love your knowledge. So I'm just messing with you when I say five sentences or less. Kind of, because I don't know you could have any conversation in less than 5 sentences since I've gotten to know you. But maybe
I go deep into stuff. I like it.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, you just did it 1 sentence and you stopped. I hope we become real, like in life, like see each other in real life one day. Cam, you're a cool dude. Mac, like whatever. You're in Canada.
Whatever.
Treat. I'm just kidding. Mac, you're
I don't have a
representing
passport.
hard. Right? Dude, keep doing what you're doing, Mac. You're inspiring a lot of people on this
Top
platform.
Shot 2023, 2024 Person of the Year, B-Mac. Just killed it.
You're literally the female, smarter, way cuter, non-pitchfork holding Treaticus of 4 or 5 years ago.
You guys meet me or something?
Think what? You want a Snuggie? Like a Snuggie, like the one piece? Maybe.
Oh yeah, I'd rock one.
Treat. I have one. The first time, true story, and we got to end this. The first time I ever met Treaticus in real life was in his hometown. I drove there just to meet the future mayor, and I put on a abominable snowman onesie, and my future wife was like, "You are the dumbest person ever. This guy's not. This guy's never going to want to talk to you again." And literally, the dude picked me up, and we hugged for like 30 seconds, and it wasn't weird at all.
It wasn't weird
at all. Like it was perfect.
I feel that.
Treaticus, dude, you are the original man, the inspiration. You started a trend of positive vibes, happiness.
Yes, sir.
And I know people tell you all the time, and you do this whole Treaticus thing. You go, like, no, I refuse to take your compliment. Take them, dude. This is the one year. This is the only year you're going to get a lot of love. The Celtics won. You're a mayor. You beat my team, the Mavs. So it's the last time this is
2024 has been a good year. It's been a good year, no doubt.
It has.
I love you, man.
Hit single. Tap that up.
Tap that up.
You can't forget that.
Jeez. The new music's coming to you soon. Man, 55 episodes, C&C Podcast. Check us out. Listen, watch. Thank all of you for being here. Have a kick butt rest of your day. Go eat some queso. Peace out.
Queso.
Peace out.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.